This is a super quick video on how to create messages in NewPanda using preset templates. To get started, we're going to hover over messages and choose create new message. When the share your message page opens, you're going to choose the templates option. In the upper left, you'll see template categories. If you're with one of our enterprise level broker partners, you may see a custom edition here, John Smith Real Estate Edition. Advanced Auto Parts Edition, okay, with your company. But everyone with the email tools feature has access to the NewPanda suite of email templates, okay? So if there's a triangle next to a category, that means there are subcategories. Just click on the category or the triangle to expand that category, and just keep on drilling down as it were until you get to the category that you want. And then you are able to click on a thumbnail of any template that you like. Okay, to open up the message editing feature. Now, if you you can also look at different templates here. Like, let's say we open this up and we're like, you know, that's not really the one I want. Just go ahead and click on change template. It'll take you back out. You could even choose switch categories if you wanted. Okay. All right. So we're going to choose this beautiful apples template. And let's pretend that we're just creating a general fall message. Now, there is a separate video that that goes over ways that you can edit existing messages. Okay, so I'm not going to get into that in too much detail here, but please understand that you have the ability to switch out pictures. You can change the text for your message if you like. Very flexible with the templates, okay? So whenever you have your message just the way that you want it, and by the way, if you're working on a message for a while, we do encourage you to save early and save often, as I like to say, so you don't lose your work, okay? So let's pretend that's all happy and it's the way that we want it. We say save and continue. It's going to take us to the message details page. Message name, email subject line are both system requirements. Message name will default to eMessage with today's date. However, 8 months from now, when you're trying to find a message that you may have sent in the past, this is not extremely helpful, especially if you have 92 messages in your messages list that all say eMessage with a date and a time. So I always create a brief but appropriate message name. Nobody sees it but me, right? Just so I can find the message later when I want to. All right, keep your email subject lines, by the way. We want those to be as email friendly as possible. And by that, I mean not spammy. A spammy email subject line is one that's very long. It's one that is in all caps. It's one that has 23 exclamation points. Okay, so keep your email subject line brief and to the point, professional, etc. Okay. You have the ability to switch out your from name, your from email address, and your reply to email address. These pull in from your NewPanda settings. If you want to update those, you wanted replies to go to a different email address, for example, you can just click in this field and update that if you wanted to, okay? All right, so once you have that all happy in the way, and if you don't have to, by the way, you see that content's already there. So then we're going to come down to the who do you want to receive this email. And there are 4 different sections. You can send to selected groups, send to selected contacts, copy and paste contacts, or send to everybody, okay? So let's say that I want to send this to, you can select multiple groups, by the way, by holding your shift or control key. All right, select groups, click the right pointing arrow. People on the right are going to receive the message. People on the left are not going to receive the message. All right, so we're going to send it to autopilot emails in February. And then let's say I also I had a contact named Bill Smith, but I knew he wasn't in those 2 groups. So you could enter criteria here. I don't think there's an actual Smith in this particular database, but you can enter criteria here and click the search button. Oh, there we go. And add additional context if you want to. There's also a copy and paste feature. You can or just, you can even just type right in here if you wanted to, the way that the order that you want to type them: first name, last name, email, and mobile. If you just have a first name and an email, that's fine. Okay, our system will handle that for you. Or if you just have an email address, or if you just had an email and a phone number, okay, our system would understand that. Okay, and one record per line. Okay, no commas, colons, punctuation, one record per line. All right, and then that'll add that contact to your database as well for next time. And then there's always the happy override settings above, send to all contacts. You have to click that little checkbox if you want that to happen, and then it's going to ignore any selections that you've made up here. If you click this checkbox and you have only autopilot in February selected, it's going to everyone. So be very, very careful with this, okay? All right, once we've got all our contacts selected, we're just going to save and continue. If you wanted to, now you could create a social message associated with this email. That is handled in a different video, so we're not going to cover that today. Instead, we're simply going to click on Schedule and Send. It'll take you to the Schedule and Send page, where if you're not done working on your message, you can save it as a draft, come back later, and work on it some more. You can send it now, and when I say send now, I mean as soon as you click Save and Continue, that message will be sent to our email queue. It might not email immediately. It might take a couple of minutes. It might take an hour, but it's in the queue, and it is not undoable as soon as you hit Save and Continue. Okay? The other option is to schedule your delivery. Use the little calendar here to select the date and the time, understanding that our servers live in the Eastern time zone. So anytime that you select the message to go, if you select 5 o'clock, it's going to be 5 o'clock Eastern time. So please keep that in mind. A super quick video on how to create messages from NewPanda templates.